Hello everyone and welcome to the Weekly Tech Minute. Let's get started. How exactly did Atlanta become a top breeding ground for billion-dollar startups in the Southeast? The TechCrunch article we've shared below takes the time to answer this question in much detail, and it's truly fascinating. By examining Atlanta's rich history, including how hosting the 1996 Olympics set the city up for success during the dot-com boom, to highlighting how Atlanta's demographics are 10 years ahead of the U.S.'s transformation into a majority-minority society, and finally, sharing that entrepreneurs and investors unanimously agree that David Cummings' decision to reinvest in the city and launch the Tech Village was one of the biggest sparks for the city's renewed entrepreneurial fervor. This piece lays out exactly how Atlanta's startup scene has evolved over the years to become what we know it as today. And we highly recommend you take the time to check it out. Next, recently on his leadership podcast, Andy Stanley, the founder and senior pastor of North Point Ministries, spoke with Terminus co-founder Sangram Vajre about the importance of creating a deep sense of community on a team. The two discuss how Terminus created a culture of belongship, and Sangram shares tips on how leaders can translate these values into their own organizations. The 30-minute episode, which we've included a link to below, is filled with actionable steps we can all take to improve company culture, employee satisfaction, and ultimately, overall success. Take a moment out of your day to listen. You won't be disappointed. Finally, because of their unique and valuable insight into the U.S. workforce, LinkedIn releases a report each month about employment trends. In the May Workforce Report, the company shared that U.S. hiring continued its gradual recovery and increased 3.5% month over month, reaching pre-COVID highs experienced in February 2020. Plus, national hiring was 69.4% higher in April 2021 when compared to April 2020. The industries with the most notable hiring shifts month to month in April were recreation and travel, entertainment, and software and IT services. Recreation and travel and entertainment in particular were industries hit hard by the pandemic as in-person services were limited. With these large increases, 13 of the 24 industries LinkedIn tracks are now hiring at or above their pre-COVID level. To find out more about national employment trends, take a look at the report we've included below. That's all for this week's edition of the Weekly Tech Minute. We're so excited that everybody's coming out and living life again. We can't wait to see you soon. Take good care.